I would like to shout out MGTOW5513 for sending me this story. And let me tell you something right now. When I typed this woman's name into the Google search, and this image as well as another one came up, I was wondering why I was getting likes on my Instagram page or on a particular image. And now I figured it all out. I talked about this person and somebody else 2 years ago when I started my Thugs Everywhere series. They were one of the first ones that I talked about. This woman right here, as well as her friend. But the reason why I'm only have her picture up is because she's the main focal point of this article. But her name is Melina Roberge, and she is now about to go to prison because she basically posted her cocaine all up and down her Instagram account while vacationing. Instead of her just taking pictures of her on her vacation, she had to do a bit of both. Pictures of her on vacation and pictures of her cocaine. And I'm looking at the images right now. This woman was smuggling a lot of weight, if you know what I mean. But anyway, let me go ahead and read this article. A Canadian woman who tried to smuggle millions of dollars worth of cocaine into Australia has been convicted and sentenced to 8 years behind bars. Melina Roberge, age 24, was sentenced Wednesday after pleading guilty to smuggling 95 kilos or 209 pounds of the drug into the Sydney Harbor in 2016 following an exotic weeks-long cruise that she and an accomplice documented on social media. Roberge and her accomplice Isabel Lagasse had turned their Instagram accounts into travel diaries in the summer of 2016, posting glamorous photos and boasting about their intercontinental adventures on the MSC Princess, a cruise ship that docked in 17 ports in 11 countries before it finally stopped in Australia. They captured their first photo bomb in New York Times Square and their first Irish coffee in Cobb, a seaport town in Ireland. They showed off their tans on a Bermuda beach where one of them wrote in the caption, gone to a place very peaceful. They rode recreational vehicles over the desert sand. They got tribal tattoos. They made new friends. Then they were arrested. Roberge, who became known as Cocaine Babe in headlines, will serve at least 4 years and 9 months without eligibility for parole. She will eventually be deported to her home country, the Associated Press reported. She was seduced by lifestyle and the opportunity to post glamorous Instagram photos from around the world. She wanted to be the envy of others. I doubt she is now. Roberge's Instagram account disappeared following her arrest, but before the drug bust, she had written, traveling is one thing, but traveling with an open mind, ready to taste everything, see everything, learn everything, and get yourself out of your own comfort zone is probably the best therapy and lesson ever. I used to be afraid to get out of my own little town, and now I feel like I don't want to see that little town anymore because it's beautiful out there and it's so worth it. Upon arrival in Australia, border agents searched the ship, discovering 35 kilograms in the women's cabin and 60 kilograms a cabin belonging to Andre Taman, a wealthy Canadian man in his mid-60s whom Roberge described as her sugar daddy. The three were charged with importing a commercial quantity of cocaine, which carries a maximum penalty of life in prison. Late last year, Lagasse, age 29, was sentenced to 7.5 years in prison. Taman is scheduled to be sentenced in October. The two women were packing so much cocaine in their suitcases that the Australian Border Force said that they did not have much room for clean underwear or spare toothbrushes. Roberge told the court that she was an escort and met Taman on the job in 2015. She said he invited her to go on a drug smuggling trip to Morocco the next year. She told the court that she had put everything on the line for some selfies in exotic locations and posted them on Instagram to receive likes and attention. Yep, I definitely remember talking about her. As a matter of fact, hold on. To refresh some of y'all memories, this was the image that I used. Now this is her and the other chick right here. When I typed her name in and this came up, I was like, that's why people were starting to like that picture again. And on Instagram, I posted that picture up in 2016. It hadn't gotten any likes. So when people start to like pictures that I posted up from back then, and I use a certain hashtag to identify them, and they start to like pop up on my likes page, I have to go search them and see, okay, this person must be back in the news. And sure enough, here she is, or here they are. Well, that's what you get for being an idiot. So now we know how she paid for that vacation. But she was, like I said, she was moving a lot of weight. 209 pounds. That's the weight of a weight of a person. Most likely a heavy person, depending whether or not they probably lift weights or not, but still. Yeah, and the thing is, she used her looks to pretty much get away with it, because she doesn't look like the typical quote unquote drug dealer. Like when they think of drug dealers, they think of somebody that looks more bummy. So that's how she was able to get away with it for as long as she did. But y'all let me know what you think down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Be sure to be sure to check out the rest of my videos, and I will talk to you in the next one.